If you Google, what is middle class, it'll give you a definition. It'll literally tell you that middle class people have a variety of things that encompass what middle class people is. But the basic premise of middle class is people who are sufficient. We sufficient. But you have people who's trying to promote a certain narrative that's trying to get middle class people to think on their level, when the fact of the matter is, no, middle class people, we need to think on middle class levels. Okay, what are some external things that keep people in poverty? I don't know if anybody ever thought about this, but I think about this all the time. What are some external things that keep people in poverty? Some are very obvious. Number one, systematic inflation and taxes, right? Systematic, these are things that the invisible hand of the government implemented, that puts in, and no matter how you slice it, if you're not playing the game in a certain way, it's hard to beat inflation. It's hard to avoid a lot of taxes, right? You know what I'm saying? So taxes and inflation systematically are put in place to keep people in poverty. Right, so this is one way that I feel that most of us as middle class people seem to get the picture a little wrong. We missing something that is key here, right? Like, take this image right here, these two images that I'm gonna show you. Okay, you got Donald Trump, you got his dad, Fred Trump, and you got Donald, right? Now, there's many other siblings that Donald Trump have that's not always spoken of, but anyway. So Donald Trump's dad, Fred Trump, had already established himself in real estate and in other businesses. He had already established himself, right? So Donald Trump had the example of his father, Fred Trump, when he thought about the potential that's out there. Nobody just shows up one day, and just thinks I can be a billionaire. They had to see an example. So, it's funny to me, when I look on social media, you got the trial of Puff Daddy Sean Combs. You previously had the trial of R. Kelly or the Epstein or whatever's going on. It always tickles me, because working class people, we love to see those type of people get it. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, I believe that they are horrible people. Now, don't get it twisted. I believe they're horrible people, but we love to see them get it. But at the same time, we covet what they have. It's like you covet the fame that they have.